One of the most unique anime I've seen is Bungo Stray Dogs. You can't help but become engrossed because the characters and plot are so expertly written and refined. Now, the supernatural abilities that the characters possess are one of the Bungo Stray Dogs series' most interesting features. Each character's ability is incredibly distinct and has its own set of advantages and disadvantages. These abilities are also based on the writings of the well-known literary people the character are molded after, which I find to be very interesting. So today I want to look into my favorite abilities that stand out as some of the best the show has to offer. And before we get into the list, let's see if we can hit 1,000 likes on this video. It helps me and the video out a ton, plus it lets me know that you want more Bungo Stray Dogs videos on the channel. Francis Scott's Great Fitzgerald is one of Bungo Stray Dogs' most unique abilities. With this power, Fitzgerald can attain superhuman strength, speed, and endurance by using his fortune in exchange. This power does extend to beyond money, as he can also exchange items that he himself owns, such as his wedding band and his businesses. Now, this ability is ultimately useless to everyone but people like Francis, because it is, only beneficial to the wealthy. Since most of the other characters in the story aren't nearly as rich as he is, if anyone else in the series possessed this ability, it would essentially be useless. The doctor for the armed detective agency, Akiko Yesano, has the ability Thou Shall Not Die. She is capable of healing any fatal wound thanks to her Thou Shall Not Die ability. However, there is a massive drawback. The victim must be fatally injured in order for her to heal them, thus she cannot cure any minor injuries. Well, in order to utilize her ability on minor wounds, she will have to fatally wound the patient to the brink of death herself first. The protagonist of Bungo Stray Dogs, Artsashi Nakajima, has the ability Beast Beneath the Moonlight. With the use of his ability, Artsashi can change into a giant white tiger, increasing his power, speed, and agility. Depending on the seriousness of the combat he finds himself in, he can either transform completely or partially. Artsashi has additional benefits from the Beast Beneath the Moonlight ability, such as strong, nearly instantaneous regeneration powers, as well as enhanced senses of sight and smell. Sakur Nosuke can see 5 to 6 seconds into the future thanks to his ability, Flawless. For the majority of individuals, this is somewhat overpowered since he can dodge strikes and anticipate his adversary's moves. However, as soon as his adversary discovers what his ability is, he is left completely exposed. This downside is that Oda may create another bad outcome for himself if he foresees a risky future that he may alter by his actions. Therefore, traps can be easily laid for him to fall into if his ability is worked out. Octagawa of the Port Mafia is the owner of the powerful ability known as Rashomon. Rashomon has the appearance of a shadowy beast and can be summoned from his coat or whatever else he may be wearing. Rashomon has a tremendous strike power and remarkable sharpness that can cut through even space itself. Additionally, it can be utilized to defend against specific attacks. Personally, I think it remains as one of the series' most lethal abilities at any range. The only problem with it is that if Octagawa can't control his emotions, then his ability will go wildly out of control. Kyosako Umeno, also known as Q, has the ability known as Dogra Magra. This ability is a mental and very formidable power. Anyone who hurts Q is cursed by Dogra Magra. Using its powerful hallucinations their victims experience as a result of this curse, those who are affected by it have their consciousness distorted, prompting them to attack anyone nearby. Q also carries razor blades on their arms to make sure that Dogra Magra ignites at just the slightest of contact, as Q must be injured in order for it to activate. The ability of Howard Phillips' great old craft at first glance may appear to be quite useless, but trust me, it really is not. His ability allows him to transform his body, whether partially or totally, into a monster with giant plant tentacles. The intriguing part about this is that not even Dazai can negate his power because he can keep on regenerating. In fact, it actually took all of Chuya's strength to finally finish him off. Dazai might not be the most physically powerful, but he is practically invincible in terms of ability. He has the power No Longer Human, which allows him to instantly nullify any ability somebody else is using. Any ability is rendered useless by No Longer Human. However, for the ability to activate, physical contact is necessary. Since it affects all users of abilities, Dozai has a somewhat absolute power here. Against Dozai, not even Chuya's corruption is effective. However, Dozai can still be assaulted or injured using regular methods. But if someone tries to harm him with an ability, he is effectively invulnerable. Crime and Punishment is Fyodor's ability. Even if Crime and Punishment's potential wasn't fully explained in the series, the little that was shown about it made the power of the ability clearly very dangerous. In Bungo Stray Dogs, it's still a mystery, but from what the viewers have seen so far, it's horrifyingly powerful. Its effects are instantaneous as he appears to be capable of killing someone with just a single touch. It's also important to note that Crime and Punishment can seemingly avoid skin-to-skin contact because Fyodor killed the government agent wearing gloves. It is also not apparent if it's even possible to negate his ability. The strongest character in Bungo Stray Dogs is definitely Chuya Nakahara, Dazai's old partner and rival. He has the ability called Upon the Tainted Sorrow, which enables him to control gravity as he pleases. Chuya has the power to change and even reverse gravity. As a result, he has the ability to fly, control bullet shots, and more. However, Chuya's ability in its actual form is corruption. Chuya's ability to control gravity is significantly enhanced by corruption, enabling him to easily level structures and, well, everything really. Chuya cannot control the real form of his power. He only uses it when all other options have failed, and Chuya will ultimately die if corruption is allowed to continue. So, what did you make of the list? Are some of your favorite abilities not in this video? If so, let me know what they are in the comment section below. I love reading stuff like that. Remember, if we can get this video to 1,000 likes, it'll let me know that you want more Bungo Stray Dogs videos on the channel. Of course, feel free to let me know what other videos you'd like to see on this series as well. And while you wait for the next video to drop on the channel, click the video link here to see me talk about Dazai's ability No Longer Human in a lot more depth. It was a real fun video to make and definitely one of my favorite abilities in the entire series. But guys, that is it from me. You take care of yourselves and I'll see you soon. Peace, peace!